Now, this is actually the first time I talk about this on camera because I don't want to be one of all those other people that I don't know that we're all sick of listening to. I just want to give an idea that I've been having, and I think it's very valuable for some people. And I hope that you can keep an open mind and actually listen to what I have to say. I don't know exactly what I have to say, but it's going to be interesting. So let's get started. All right, so this is interesting. So yesterday, I watched a new movie or a documentary called Seaspiracy, and I already tweeted about this. I think everyone should watch this. I didn't even think I should watch it because I don't eat animals. I don't eat seafood. And I thought, well, I kind of already know what's happening in the world and it's all shitty and no one, well, some people do something about it and it's getting there. But like, I didn't really want to feel all bummed out again. But I had to watch it for some reason. I just got attracted by it. And man, we thought that the whole agriculture and stuff was bad, but man, the sea or the fishing industry is just terrible, man. And I don't want to be the guy that tells you whatever you need to do. But I'm going to tell you what you need to do for one specific thing. I don't care if you eat animals. I don't care if you do whatever. You are a human. You can make your choices. I'm not going to force you on anything, except for watching something like this, and especially Seaspiracy. I've seen many videos or movies or documentaries about veganism and all that stuff. But I really think Seaspiracy is just on another level, on eye-opening on what is actually happening in this world. I don't even necessarily want you to do something after that. I just want you to watch Seaspiracy. And especially if you eat animals, especially if you eat meat or if you eat fish, especially then you need to watch it. Not necessarily because I want you to get off of meat. Not necessarily because I want to force my opinion on you. But just to show you what is actually happening in this world. Because the thing is, and that's why it's kind of hard for me to talk about this topic. So every time we talk about this topic where we think, yeah, this is happening and this is happening, there's so many bad things happening on this world that we kind of get desensitized. I've been saying this word in a lot of videos. I still can't pronounce it. We got desensitized for all the bad things in the world. And when we see a documentary pop up and we know it's a bad thing, we know we have to look at something ugly, then we're like, I don't feel like it. And especially now with COVID, I've been, for example, I told my mom, you need to watch Seaspiracy. And then she was like, I already have the business and the whole COVID thing, and I don't want to have more drama in my life. And it's completely understandable. I get it. But it's not responsible. It's not. And if you want my opinion on it, the COVID situation is way less in proportion, way less severe than the whole fishing industry and the whole agriculture industry that we have right now. We are destroying the planet instead of just destroying us. Like, it's so much worse than Corona. COVID, yeah, I don't know. Let's not go there. But just that's the reaction that I get from a lot of people. I don't feel like it. I don't want to look at it. Of course you don't want to look at it. It's terrible. Your fish actually, when you eat fish, you are like, you're not necessarily fully likely, but there's a possibility that your fish comes from actual slaves. It might sound really, really extreme, but just go watch the documentary. If you eat fish, you're getting a shit ton of chemicals in you because, well, just watch the documentary. You're getting plastic in you, and like the plastic, the majority of plastic in the oceans is fishing nets and fishing equipment from industrial fishing. Like, we're destroying the ocean because we want to fish, because we want some fish on our plates. And right now we have a ton of vegetarian or vegan seafood or meat or whatever. You don't need to eat animals anymore. And I get it. Like, I don't necessarily want to go into the discussion of should we eat meat or should we eat fish or whatever. Some people think that's good for them and some people think it's not good for them. I'm okay with both. I don't care. What I do care about is that it's not ethically right to still be eating meat or fish if you know what's going on. And that's why so many people are keeping their eyes shut, because that means that they have to take action probably afterwards. Again, after you watch the documentary, you make your own choice. I don't care what you do. You just need to know what choice you're making. Like, even, and that's the whole interesting thing. Even if meat and fish is good for you, even if we as humans would have to eat it to survive, we have gone far past that. We have all kinds of nutrition pills and whatever, right? That would be way more ethical than still keep on eating fish if you're literally destroying the entire ocean, which in turn destroys this world. So if you look at it like that, you're destroying the world because you want some fish on your plate. Like, legit destroying the world. Just go watch the documentary. If you are destroying the world to get some fish on your plate because you think fish is healthy for you, then that's a short-term health. Like, that's a short-term health boost, maybe. Because what are you going to do when the world dies? Are you going to survive because you ate some fish? No. Of course not. It's stupid to actually think like that. Or it's not necessarily stupid. It's just probably not something that you've been thinking about. I get that. And I'm not necessarily... it's just annoying that so many people haven't heard of things. Like, so many things are being hidden for a lot of people because of money, because of incentives. And it's just sad. It's just sad what we're doing with this world just because we're not grown up enough to look at something bad. It's weird. It's so weird. Our lives would be so much better if we didn't have all these shitty industries, and those industries would be developed in such great innovative industries if they didn't have a thumb up their ass and don't want to look at the bad thing. Like, it's so weird, man. So many people are trying to what's the word? They're talking it right. I forgot the word, but they're giving themselves the okay to do bad things. Like, everyone's talking around the problem just so that they are not the problem. Thousands of sharks are dying just because people want their fins that don't have any nutritional value, or that just end up in a soup that is not necessarily tasty or nutritious. And we're killing sharks into non-existence because we want some shark fins. And I know that probably is not you, but it is the fishing industry. And yeah, it's just it's just a very bad thing. Like, everything about eating fish right now is a bad thing. Go watch the documentary. And if you really want to own that bad thing, if you really want to own the whole fact that the whole ocean is just dying, if you really want to own that fact, then you can eat your fish. Then you can actually, if you can look at me with a straight face and tell me, I'm still going to eat this fish, then all right, go eat your fish. I hope you're happy with your fish. Some caveman shit, this, man. We think we are sophisticated, but if we are sophisticated, I think we're sophisticated. Like, there's always two parts, right? And this whole annoying thing about people is that they're cool and then they're really bad, and then they're smart and then they're really dumb. We are the dumbest smart creatures that I've ever come across. Yeah. Go watch the documentary, especially if you eat meat or fish. Take some responsibility. If you're taking other creatures' lives, you need to take the responsibility, because you're not even killing those animals yourself. You're too afraid to do it. Most people won't do it, but you're still eating it. You're constantly craving for it, and you're like, nah, there's no meal without it. You're constantly damaging this earth, and you're just destroying this world for everyone, not just the animals, yourself as well. And that's the whole stupid part. You gotta think. Go watch the documentary. Let me know what you think. I'm open for other people's insights, but as far as I can see, it's just plain stupid to eat fish right now. Maybe maybe you can have a pond. Maybe you can have a pond and you can care for your fish, and then you can catch it. That's way better than destroying the entire ocean to get some fish on your plate. There are way better alternatives. We can do anything, and we're still fishing in traditional ways, actually destroying this entire ocean. Like, go watch the documentary. Like, it's insane. It just made me so sad to watch it. And I'm not the type of guy that goes on making a video real like about this stuff, because most people know my point of view, and I also know that I just don't really like these discussions because most people just don't want to hear it. But man, if you watch that documentary, you will want to open your mouth as well. What we're doing is terrible. And don't be fooled by not doing anything is also something. No. If you're ignoring this, if you're not watching this documentary, if you're not watching what's going on, you're a big part of the problem. Go watch the documentary. I'll see you later. Bye.